This is the A8 graphing quadratic example video for level 1. Okay, so my instructions are to identify the x-intercepts, y-intercept, vertex, and axis of symmetry of the given quadratic equation. Okay, so I'm given the equation y equals x squared minus 2x. More importantly, here's my graph. Here's what this function looks like. Okay, so I'll do the x-intercepts first. Okay, so I know an x-intercept is where this function crosses the x-axis. Okay, so that's at this point right here and this point right here. Okay, so crosses at 0 and it crosses at 2. Okay, if you'd also like to put the actual ordered pair for each coordinate, so 0, 0, and 2, 0, that's fine too, either or. Okay, so now I'll do the y-intercept. So I'm looking for where this function crosses the y-axis, and it also crosses at this point. So at the y-coordinate, y is 0. Again, if you want to write the ordered pair of that coordinate, that is fine too. Okay. On to the vertex. Okay, and the vertex is my absolute maximum or minimum of my function. So I know my vertex would be right here, a minimum. Okay, so my vertex would be at the ordered pair 1, -1. Last but not least, the axis of symmetry. So the axis of symmetry is the line, the vertical line, that divides my parabola in half. Okay, so I'm just looking for the equation of this dashed line that I've created. So that would be the line x equals 1. And that's it. So pause the video if you need more time. Let's take a look at this example. Okay, so first, do the x-intercepts. So I'm looking for where this function crosses the x-axis. Unique situation about this one. Will this function ever cross the x-axis? No, it won't. I've got an absolute minimum right here. My arrows are pointing that way. It will never cross this x-axis. So, an answer like that will be just fine. No x-intercepts, none. As long as you're telling me that this function will not cross the x-axis, any answer is acceptable. Next, we'll do the y-intercept. So it crosses the y-axis right there. So y equals 5 is fine. I'll also accept 0, 5, either or. Next, I'll do the vertex. So the vertex is this minimum point right here. So that would be at the ordered pair 2, 1. And then I have the axis of symmetry, which is the equation of this vertical line that I'm creating. Okay, so the equation for this line I know is x equals 2. So that would be my axis of symmetry. Okay, pause the video if you need more time. Okay, last example. Let's do x-intercepts. So this function crosses the x-axis at 2 places, it appears. Okay. So it crosses the x-axis at 1 and -3. Okay, you could also put 1, 0, -3, 0. The y-intercept for this function would be right here at -3. Also accept 0, -3, the ordered pair. The vertex, which would be, again, a minimum point. So the ordered pair for that coordinate would be -1, -4. And the axis of symmetry, which is the equation for this vertical line. So the axis of symmetry in this case would be x equals -1.